Hello and Merry Christmas, and welcome to Three Nerds Deep. My name is Adam, and I am joined, as always, by Andrew and Andy. Say hello, nerds.
Hello, nerds.
Hello, nerds.
Okay, so today we are going to be talking. We are actually going to be doing a D&D Christmas-themed one-shot next week. So be looking forward to that. But today we are going to be discussing the potential characters we could play for that one-shot.
Bring back Raymond. Bring back Raymond. You can almost hear them.
And as the fans are chanting in the background, as you can clearly hear, we are bringing back Raymond as our voice of the DM. So that'll be exciting. But first, I want to discuss, because I know somebody was assigned homework last week.
Oh
Are
yeah,
we doing shout outs or are we going straight into
it's all the things.
It can be homework, shout outs, whatever. But I really want to know, and the viewers or the listeners want to know, did Andrew complete his homework assignment?
My assignments were completed in one night because those things are not that long.
And I know, I was surprised you're like, check, and check.
I had a harder time finding them than you guys thought. They were not all on one thing. But we did find them. Found all three of them.
Yeah, I found when I wanted to watch Santa Claus is Coming to Town, I just looked up on Roku and it's like, oh, it's on this free thing that you can watch it on.
I think it's
with
on
ads,
Disney
and
Plus
I was
as
like,
well.
No.
Hulu then? Because we watched it on Disney or Hulu. One of the two.
Maybe Hulu, but
Santa Claus is Coming to Town I think it was on Hulu.
Okay. Well, but like I say Disney because Disney and Hulu are connected now. So like from your Disney app you can find it. So that's probably what I was thinking.
You're very smart.
Now, what I want to know is on a ranking of 1 to 10. Kind of like our same rankings from when we did our Christmas movie list. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but what do you rank Santa Claus is Coming to Town as?
On a ranking?
1 to 10.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Because you guys have the Christmas magic behind them because you grew up with them. I don't have them that much. The only one I think that I might, if I gave it more time, that I might have put on my list is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. That one is easily, in my opinion, the best one. It's a good story. It's fun to hear the lore filled in this aspect of how they wanted to do it, with Santa being just starting out and how they get that. It's just like they explain everything so well. It's like, oh yeah, he also the reindeers fly, which wasn't I didn't know that was how I was going to explain it. They're like, oh yeah, they ate this magical stuff, and now these reindeer and only these reindeer can fly. I think it also had the little head nod to Rudolph in there, but they were like, but that's not his story.
Right.
Yep.
Not as big a fan of The Year Without a Santa Claus. Not bad. It's not a bad movie. It just didn't hold my interest very well. The Heat Miser and Snow Miser were interesting, but their parts were too small for what they deserved. Like, I would have taken more of them. I kind of just wanted to see them really claymation battle it out, and they were just way too nice to each other. And
it is a kids show, so.
Right, which is fair. But it's like all they did was use their words, yet they are like the heat and ice people of like. I just really wanted it to happen. Didn't know the songs from that, like the I Mr. Green Christmas, I Mr. White Christmas, those songs. But when they weren't on the screen, it wasn't that interesting. It's still not bad. Still not bad. Just didn't pique my kids though. Sat down and watched all three of them with me. They were heavily
Nice.
invested with them.
Did they enjoy them?
Yeah. Will they request them? I don't know. We'll have to
Right.
wait and see. Jack Frost though. Not a fan. Not bad. I can see why, but it was just I started with Jack Frost because I had to answer the question. It had to be the tiebreaker of is it a Christmas movie? And I went back and forth with it so much until there is a final answer on it. But it was meh. The animations were cool, in all of them. Just that, like, you can when you realize how much hard work it really takes to put those together. Like, there's
Right.
bless them for them making them as long as they did, because like, every minute is like 2 weeks of work, is what it feels
Right.
like. I don't even know, but
Yeah.
um, but yeah. The verdict on Jack Frost is, yeah, it's in fact a Christmas movie. It 100% is a Christmas movie. They even have a song section in there talking about giving out Christmas presents. It's like a whole
Yeah.
full-blown thing. But I get why it might be confusing, because it does ride that At first, the movie starts out and I'm like, "Oh no, this isn't a Christmas movie. It's a Groundhog's Day movie." I didn't even know
All
more
right. The narrator's the
than those
groundhog.
exist.
I
Yeah,
forgot about that.
it starts with Groundhog's Day, and so I'm like, "Nope." Like, I immediately checked that box in my brain. I was like, "Not a Christmas movie. We are in a Groundhog's Day movie." Because it starts with Groundhog's Day, but it also ends with Groundhog's Day. And it talks about like it's winter and Christmas, all this stuff. And I'm like, all right, no, it's winter. Like, I see where Andy's coming from. But then there's this full-blown musical section that
I
solidified
think
it
I
for me.
forgot about the musical part.
Yeah, and they're just talking about Christmas and giving out gifts to each other
Yeah.
and all this stuff, and just taking care of each other, and how it's about the thought of the time more than actual, like, the importance of what is the gift, as much as it's the importance of helping somebody fulfill a need that they didn't expect to have help with, type of a deal. And that was really good.
Yeah.
One I would rewatch is, out of those three, to sum it up, easily the best one is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Would rewatch that
Right.
one every year.
Which I think we would agree that
Yeah, that
Santa
one
Claus
was
is Coming to
on
Town
the
is the best
list.
of all of them. So yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
think it is the quintessential Rankin and Bass Christmas movie.
right. I also have a theory about that movie. SD Kluger is Santa Claus's son. And why I think that is he has the same color eyes, he has red hair, and he knows everything about Santa.
Got red hair. I thought he had
Yeah,
brown
it's
hair.
like a reddish brown.
I am too colorblind to argue. I already got made
Yeah.
fun of.
So in my mind, I was talking to my wife about this. I'm like, could SD Kluger be, because Santa is notorious, like, in any media except for, I guess, the Santa Claus doesn't really have children. I guess that's not true. There's several movies where he has children, but like old school Santa, a lot of times no children. There's a Mrs. Claus. It's like, why wouldn't they have kids? I think SD Kluger is their son, because not only does he know everything about Santa, he's got the same, like, not quite as red, but he has like a reddish brown hair with blue eyes, and he can just drive right up to Santa Claus's North Pole. Like,
He's the
to
mailman.
me. No,
I think you're
he's
overthinking
special delivery Kluger. That's what SD stands for.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just it's maybe not a theory. I just like the thought that maybe he is.
It just makes you feel good.
Yeah. So I would also like to say have watched since our last podcast. I have watched The Muppets Christmas Carol, The Santa Claus, Home Alone. What did we watch? Frosty the Snowman. And I started watching today. I got halfway through Red One. And I have to say, I think The Santa Claus might actually be my number one favorite Christmas movie.
I was Red One.
I also have watched
watched
White
that
Christmas. So I think it might be better than White Christmas.
I haven't watched the Santa, or I haven't watched the Santa Claus yet.
Yeah.
How did you feel about Red One? I haven't seen that one yet.
So far, halfway through, I like it. It's fun. The world that it kind of builds is really intriguing to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't want to spoil anything because it is a newer movie, and I suggest watching it. I haven't finished it, obviously. The ending could be horrible, but the first half is good. Right. I had to stop because my wife and kids got home and they weren't interested in it. So,
is it a kid-friendly movie?
I mean, there's a little bit of swearing in it, but nothing egregious. And like my wife was worried about it because I had my youngest. But she wasn't hardly paying attention. And she's like, "Is this movie appropriate for her?" I'm like, "So far, there's been some fighting, but no gratuitous violence. There's not a lot of swearing. There's no sexual content in it so far."
Ironically, looking at it without seeing it, it seems like a D&D one-shot Christmas movie.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
like there's a polar bear. There's a big strong guy. There's another guy who seems very roguish. There's Santa Claus as a bard type of character, bard fighter. Like they're all. I mean, yeah, we got it. It's in there. But anyway, also on movies that were mentioned last pod that I started watching. I did start watching Ballerina, and I haven't finished it yet, but I got about 45 minutes in. I concur with Andy. Not as bad. Not that bad so far. I don't think it's not as bad as people say or have said. Yeah. I think the general consensus from people I talk to is it's okay. Like you should go and watch it.
My main thing with Ballerina was I was afraid it was going to be one of those movies where they have a girl just overpowering fully grown, fully trained men, but she's not. She's got to essentially fight dirty in order to beat these guys. You know, like I don't know if you got to it, Andrew, but there's a point where during her training where her teacher's like, fight like a girl.
Yeah, I saw essentially. That's early on. That's right in the beginning of the movie. That's if they didn't set the movie up that way, you would really wonder how she becomes how she is, because it's so cool that they address that, because it's like you're not going to be able to out strength a lot of people. You got to figure it out on your own and figure out a different way. You got to play by your battleground or your rules, not theirs type of way. And it was smart that they said that, and it kind of makes sense with the rest of the John Wick universe anyway. My other shout out, and I don't know, I didn't mention this last week, and I don't know if this is a shout out. I don't know if this qualifies as a shout out. Because I did see Wicked for Good. We went and saw that, but I gave us a little treat, and we went and saw the Screen X version of this. Have you heard of this?
Mm-mm.
So Screen X is now where they put in the theater, they put projectors on the walls. And so in certain scenes, like they extend it out. So the picture, they think it used to be full screen standard. Now but in the theaters it was widescreen, and now everything's widescreen. And now they're like, let's make it super widescreen.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you, I would try it again, but I wasn't a fan. I was like, I didn't like it as much as I thought I would.
I feel like it'd be a lot like when you're sitting in the very front row of a movie theater and you're just like, I have to turn my head in order to see things, you know?
Yeah, and so the reason I would try it again is because I think where you sit just like in a regular theater, does matter. And I don't think we picked the best seats. Like, if you ever are setting up a Screen X viewing of a movie that gives you one, you can't sit in the middle like that's where the best is. I think you got to sit in the back row. And I was wondering when I chose the seats for it, I was like, do we sit in the middle or do we sit in the back? Because I bet you one of them works. I chose the middle because I thought, oh, this is going to feel more like we're immersed in it, like it's all
Right.
around us. And the image quality wasn't quite as good from where we were sitting with the sign screens compared to the front one. And I was really over it the first like 15 minutes of the movie. I was like, oh man, I don't know if I'm going to like this. But then my son loved it. He was like, I love that it's all like he was just geeking out. They were freaking out over it. And I was like, I'll probably give it another chance, but this is more a shout out. If you do Screen X, my recommendation is to sit in the back. Go almost as far back as you can to really enjoy it. Because otherwise something gets lost when you sit too close, kind of when you sit up too close to if you sit like in the first row in a movie
Right.
theater. So
Yeah.
that's really all I've got shout outs for.
I was gonna say I don't know if it's a shout out, but it's like upcoming things that I'm super excited for. First off, I think it was today as of recording, the first trailer for Supergirl came out, which I don't know if you guys have seen it, but makes me excited. A lot of people are saying it's just Guardians of the Galaxy 4, just with Supergirl, but as we all know, I love the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, so I'm excited. It also just looks good.
That's also a proof of it. You can go back to our first 3 episodes to hear our rankings
Right.
on the first 3 or 2 Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Anyway, go ahead.
3. Love them
Well,
all.
we didn't
They're
rank
so
the
good.
third one.
Well,
'cause
we didn't rank the
one
third
was-
one.
Third one.
You're right. We didn't rank the third
But
one.
no,
still good.
it did. It definitely
Spoiler,
did get
that one's still good.
the
Yeah.
Supergirl teaser did give a lot of like, you're right, Guardians of the Galaxy type vibes. But the thing is, Guardians of the Galaxy is good, so kind of
Right.
all
Well, and it
for
takes
so-
place in space.
Yeah.
So
Well, then
that
the real
automatically is
question,
going to
though,
give.
I do
Is it-
like how this.
is
Go ahead,
it
Andrew.
And
the question is it a Guardians of the Galaxy vibe or is it just a James Gunn vibe? Because he did.
Well, he's not
direct
directing it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's not
okay,
directing
sure.
this one,
He's not
though.
directing it, but he has a lot of creative control over
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that could be. It could just be a James Gunn vibe. But also, there's some hints in the teaser about Lobo. I don't know
Yeah.
if you
I
guys
saw
caught
that.
that.
I haven't seen it yet, but I
dude,
know James
it-
Gunn's been wanting to put Lobo in the movies.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Jason Momoa is signed on to play Lobo. So
He's been begging for it for years now.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I think I heard he got disappointed. Like he was disappointed that they asked him to do Aquaman because they thought he was going to do.
Right. I saw that.
Lobo.
I don't think he said disappointed. He was surprised.
Yeah,
He was surprised.
He's
He
like,
was like, he was
thank you for the
expecting
job.
Lobo.
yeah. It's like thank you for the job. I will take it, but
Right.
I thought it was going to be something different.
And then another shout out is Lord of the Rings, the extended editions trilogy is coming out in theaters weekend of the January 15th through 18th, and then the following weekend, which is whatever those dates are. So I'm hoping I can go see. I'm hoping I can at least catch Return of the King.
Really? No,
on
you don't
that
want to catch
Sunday.
Return of the King. No.
Why?
2 Towers.
Why don't I want to?
If you're gonna pick,
Dude, Pelennor Fields though. I want to be in a movie theater yelling death with 100 other people. Come on.
It's a really hard to argue against that.
2 Towers is my
so
favorite
good.
of the
It's so
3.
good. I hear
Right,
you.
but
I
it's
hear
Pelennor
you.
Fields. Like,
I've got a under or I don't think it's a hot take, but I actually think the Fellowship of the Ring is my favorite of the Lord of the Rings movies.
I don't
Like
think that's a hot take.
I love
I
them all, which is it's like saying my favorite kid because I don't have a favorite kid. I love
Lies.
all of my kids.
We've heard
But
you
like
say
with
off
Lord of
the
the Rings,
top who
I
your
love all
favorite
three
kid is.
movies, but I have a slight I don't know what it is about Fellowship of the Ring. There's just as
I have
I just
watched
like
The
it.
Fellowship of the Ring more than any of the other ones, but that's because when it originally came out, I demolished that DVD. Like I just watched that movie on repeat.
Can you
It's
wear
really
out DVDs like you could wear out VHS tapes?
no. You could wear out
I don't think
DVD
so.
players, and you could
That's
mishandle
true.
DVDs. But if you like just use the DVD the way you were supposed to, it should be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I treat my Lord of the Rings extended editions like it's
Do you have
plutonium.
do you have the
Like
extended edition books like as a DVD, or do you have like the Blu-ray set
Yeah,
now?
fold out.
I've got the fold out DVD.
You should stop using those and put those in storage, my dude. Those actually might be worth something now.
They might
I'm not
Right.
be.
like I hear people
When
if
I
you have a
bought them,
brand new version of it, it's pretty if you have a brand new unused version of those books or those book movie things, whatever the you know what I'm talking
Mhm.
about.
Yeah.
They're worth a pretty good penny right about now.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I spent more than I'd like to say to buy those
You
over a
still,
decade ago.
you still probably got them on a deal nowadays. You could resell them for more probably.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So
I
I'm excited. I'm hoping to catch at least one. I have to convince my wife to let me leave the house for like 4 hours because I don't think she'd want to come. She might want to come, but then we'd have to find babysitters. I don't know.
I'm gonna give one
But
more shout out because that reminds me of another shout out that is also coming to the theaters that I don't know if you guys are excited for. I don't know if you've ever really talked about. I don't think okay. If we've ever talked about it, it would have been not during the podcast. And I don't think you guys are a fan of his movies, but Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair is being released into theaters where Quentin Tarantino, and that's this weekend. Quentin Tarantino put the movies together like he originally intended to with more content and stuff. I want to go see it so bad, but yeah,
I liked Kill Bill. It like
well, it's the whole
I don't
thing, and
think.
it's like it's
yeah.
another 4 hour experience that I want to go see, and I hear it's even better. It's getting the it's getting the Justice League vibes where people have been wanting him to actually do this for what would be considered decade now. But like it was
Yeah.
already good as two movies, and now he's just putting it together as he wants it as one. With the same thing of like
Right.
the release, the Snyder cut. So,
Right.
but they're saying it's even better. Like, this version's better than both of the movies. So, I want to go
Right.
see that. I'm really torn about it, but anyway, we'll see. I think I'm out of shout outs. I hope I am.
I've got at least one shout out. I don't know if I've said this on the pod before. Uh, my wife and I we've been watching because we finished that Clarkson's Farm show, so we had to find something else to watch, and we are watching Billy and Dom Eat the World,
Mm.
and it's Billy Boyd and Dominic
Oh, I've heard of that.
Monaghan or whatever.
Yeah.
So Merry and Pippin just traveling the world, eating food, essentially being hobbits, and it's entertaining, and like I said, we're just enjoying it. It's good. I love
Nice.
me some Billy Boyd and Dominic Monaghan.
I have that on my to watch list, but I haven't started.
And what's weird, like I was telling Sam, and I don't mean this as an insult to either one of them, but like Billy Boyd looks like he's in his like middle-aged dad phase, and then Dom looks like he's like trying to be the cool uncle. I mean, he is cool, But
Right.
it's so weird because they're like close to the same age, but they do not look like they're the same age. No offense to
will-
them, but
Yeah.
it's good. It's entertaining. I always love seeing anybody from the Lord of the Rings franchise doing anything. So
Yeah.
there's an
Um,
episode where they go to what's his name? Sir Ian McKellen's the pub that he owns or whatever.
Nice.
And they hang out with him for a little bit and tell stories about being on the set of Lord of the Rings and stuff.
Alrighty. That's awesome. Do you have anything else?
I think that's it. I don't think I've watched anything new or
Real quick,
played anything
I just
new
want to
or-
mention I'm also excited that they announced Total War Medieval 3.
I'm surprised you didn't lead with that. You told us about
Eh,
that
Right.
Friday last
Well,
week.
and they announced that they are going to be announcing a brand new. Well, they said it's going to be like even better and more ambitious than like the Total War Warhammer 3 game, which makes me think they might be going like, I think they'll go Warhammer 40K or they'll go Star Wars, which either one would be awesome. But yeah, so I'm excited for this. But to move things along, because we've already spent a long time doing all this other stuff, let's get to what's supposed to be our topic for the day. Our potential D&D Christmas themed D&D characters for our one shot next week.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to volunteer to go first?
I have okay, so
I know
we've
there's at
talked
least
a
one
little bit about.
obvious one that everybody probably came up with.
I don't think so.
Or do.
But I
I was
think,
the only one who texted the movies that I did
Yeah.
mine from. So
and
I
you had
didn't-
none of mine. And I want Andy to go first because I think we have talked about any of his the least. We are the most unprepared for any of Andy's, I think. I feel
Right,
the most prepared for any of Andy's.
Honestly, I started coming up with these ideas like Friday after we recorded, and then I didn't do anything with them. So that's probably why you did. Let me get my list up.
Only a list? I already made 3 characters.
I was gonna say I
I
also
don't
made
have
3 characters.
I don't pay for D&D Beyond anymore, so
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't
that's
make
right.
that many characters.
Maybe they
I
could
think
become a sponsor and sponsor you one.
I thought you
That'd
could
be
have.
great.
D Beyond, are you listening?
so. The first one,
Maybe if we say
So-
D&D Beyond enough, they'll pay attention.
maybe.
We'll put D.
So the first
Put it
one that
in
I
the
think is I figured all of us would come up with is because we all based them off of. I thought we were all basing them off of Christmas movie characters.
Mm-hmm.
So my
yeah,
first idea.
Did we not mention that yet? These are Christmas movie character based D&D characters. That's the gimmick for the one shot.
I didn't rename them. I just have my first one is Kevin McAllister from the Home Alone franchise. I would
almost
probably make
Yeah,
him
that one.
a gnome or a halfling because he is small.
Small.
He's a child in the movies. And I think I would make him probably a rogue / artificer multi-class
I
because
think-
he'll make traps. He'll sneak around. He'll
I think
like,
it makes the most
one of the
sense for-
flavor things is like he would I forget which rogue subclass, but you can do psychic damage. Some with psychic knives, so it'd be through humiliation. He's dealing psychic damage.
Mm.
I can see.
I do think it'd be halfling is what you would want to go with.
Yeah,
Because
I knew
Because
I wanted to
halflings get luck, right?
right, but he also like halflings make good rogues in general.
Yeah.
yeah.
But you would want to go halfling mostly for the lore purposes. He doesn't like people. He wants to be
Right.
left alone. And it kind
Yeah.
of makes sense with in that regard
And
to how it would
also,
go.
because I watched Home Alone yesterday, day before, always forget how much of a brat Kevin is in the first part of that movie, but also how much his family kind of sucks.
Yeah,
Like,
it's almost like
his uncle
it's like
calls
the
him
chick.
a jerk, and nobody bats an eye. Like, if someone called my child a jerk, we'd be throwing hands. Like,
And that's the thing. Is like, is it the chicken or the egg thing? Like, is Kevin a
right,
jerk because his family are terrible, or are
No.
they terrible
Look
because he's a jerk?
look
You
at
know, like,
Buzz. Look at Buzz.
right,
Buzz
true.
is the
right,
older brother, and he plays that role well. But the problem is, Kevin's got nobody on his side. There's not one sibling
right.
that is
but then
like,
they're
oh
all
my
worried
God.
about him as soon as he goes missing.
That's
Or at
because
least
his family.
the
Andrew
mom
would.
is, the mom and dad are, but like,
Could you imagine? Nobody talks about the sibling. Guys, we already did the movie one, but could you imagine if we talk like as a sibling, like the siblings, and that they don't? They're just like your parents screwed
you had a
up, and now you have to
disease.
just deal with them. Like I don't know. I feel a little bad for the siblings by the end of the movie, but anyway, moving on. Kevin McAllister, yes, I
All
think
right.
that's a good
Do you
choice.
want
I
to
did
go
Are
think
ahead
you
and
about
eating a
do?
Christmas cookie right now, Adam?
it.
Yes, I am.
We are now in the middle of a snack again, except for it's not Andy. It is
I
Adam.
mean, while you were talking for your shout outs, I was eating a homemade chocolate chip muffin. So
Oh, no, well, that makes sense. Of course.
So
I just tried to do it off camera. So
luckily, we're not recording video. So
Not yet.
all right, Andrew, do you
it
want to go
was a
next,
festive
or do you
snack.
want me to go next?
I don't care. I'll go next. And actually I'll say this one because you guys are gonna yell at me almost immediately saying I wasn't supposed to do that. But I checked with the DM and he's like, no, you can do it, it's fine. Because I only had 2. And I actually originally had 3, but then I was told I can't do this character because the DM said I couldn't. But I checked with him and he's like, no, it's okay. Like you can pick. I was like, are there any restrictions? He's like, no. I figured out some other things. Anyway, that character that I picked is the Grinch. I did choose him. And
He's also a concept I came up with, but
yeah.
I'll let you have it.
Well, he's one of
We'll
mine.
discuss later.
Yeah. And I originally have him here as a wood half elf, but I could easily change that to like a furball.
Furball might make sense.
I think that would make
Or
more
bugbear.
sense. But no,
Bugbear.
Maybe yeah. So the class or the race or species I haven't really locked in. But his classes, I gave him, and we're doing level 10s in case anybody was wondering, which I told the DM that today. He was not too happy about it for a one shot, but he's like, it's okay. I'll figure it out. And I told him it's because we're doing a lot of multi-classing. Anyway. So the
I could have sworn
multi-class,
we mentioned that when we talked to him about it.
I don't know.
Well, we've got 2 different group chats. We've got the group chat with just us, and then the group chat with Raymond.
Right? I could have sworn I put that in the group chat with Raymond.
Yeah, well.
But
Anyway,
anyway,
So for the Grinch, I gave him 8 levels of Rogue and 2 of Artificer. And if I remember correct, he is
not Barbarian. I feel like he should have like.
I thought about it. I thought about it, but he never uses his rage for his strength. He kind of
he
like
lifts
rage.
up
he picks up a
But
tree as a
that's not
child.
That's true.
the.
He was more
And he picks
barbarian
up a
as-
sled.
He
But
picks
that
up the
was not
sled.
out of rage. That was not out of rage.
It was out of.
That was out of joy.
I guess it was out of love. Which is
Love Rage.
very
That's what I
passionate. Love Rage. Yeah, it was Love Rage.
I'm talking.
There's lots of guys in prison because of Love Rage.
Stop it.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. I did give him the archetype of thief, because he steals all the presents. I'm trying to move on. And I did give him. It's like part of it is giving him second story work. I thought that makes sense with thief. Like there's just a lot of thief was hitting it.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else? He is proficient in deception, at medicine, I guess. Sleight of hand and stealth. And apparently religion. And I was leaning more on he knows a lot of the Whovians affiliation for Christmas, even though he hates it. Oh, and he's an expertise in acrobatics, as he should be, jumping from roof to roof.
Or that awesome dive he does into the chimney.
Right, exactly.
Whenever he said he's proficient in stealth, I just thought of him going slunk against the fridge.
That's what he would do. I gave him Artificer 2 levels, so I can give him some of that magical tinkering stuff. He gets a couple of infused items. But I haven't fully figured out what would be good for him yet. But I do feel like, and I don't know this yet. You guys can help if we choose him. Maybe
which one's the
giving
one where
him-
you get the dog companion or whatever you call it?
Like which class or?
Yeah, one of the artificer, one of the subclasses you can create.
I don't think I gave him
create
enough
a-
levels for that. But
yeah,
I mean,
I think that's like level 3 or something.
yeah. But I would totally go for that if we had another.
Because then you
level.
could have Max.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Max. We could just give him Max anyway.
Yeah, but
We
him
could-
being Max being a like robot dog would be kind of cool. Like
Yeah,
I
we
don't
can give him
even know-
Max anyway. It's up to the DM's discretion.
Yeah, I think you would almost need to have Max in there somewhere. Even
Right.
if I'd have to look
Unless
at
it's a
because I do
tragic
have-
backstory where Max didn't make it.
No, yeah, the Grinch's heart shrank 800 times that day.
and the Grinch is on a quest to find a magic item to bring Max back,
Yeah.
like the
So,
Christmas episode of Sword Art Online.
um,
Do you remember that, Adam?
Yeah, I remember that.
So
But,
sad.
yeah, so I think I need to do some modifications with the species, and I could sacrifice a level of rogue maybe to bump up his artificer if it's level 3, but he doesn't need much more. He's not that intelligent, so he doesn't need that much. I talking about being super strong. I didn't know if I should give. He's high in dexterity and constitution, so I didn't know if I should give him. If it should be constitution or if it should be strength. But I feel like being able to eat glass gives you a high constitution.
Yeah.
Or
Like
rocketing yourself into a wall and the
Right.
airbags don't deploy.
right, like sure, he
Walking
can
away
lift
from
That's
it.
what these tests
a-
are for.
He's a +1 in strength, so he's got more than the average person, but he's also
Yeah.
got a -1 in charisma, which I think checks.
That
Checks the box right.
I feel like it should be lower, but
It
yeah, that
should be lower.
checks.
Just based on his smell alone.
So yeah. That's what I've got. I don't know if I gave him any weapons or anything. Like why does he have that? He shouldn't have that. Anyway, I mean, he might have some standard stuff. He's got a couple of daggers that I would never use. He's got thieves' tools. I don't know how I would use these guys, how I would use him in a fight, except for because he doesn't have Tavern Brawler, and I can't see, but because he's a rogue too, I don't know. It's tricky. There's some trickiness there.
Yeah, we could. I'm sure if you chose that one, the DM would be able to help you.
Right.
Figure something out. Like it's a candy cane or something. Giant candy cane.
Does he use? He does use. The only thing I could think of that he uses as a weapon, at least in the Jim Carrey movie, is the razor that he uses to shave the mayor's face, mustache, or hair. His hair.
The electric razor. The electric razor.
He does give somebody a pair of scissors and says, "Run with these." A kid.
No, it's a saw. It's a
saw.
It's a
saw. Somebody vandalized that vehicle.
I guess we could give him something like that. I could see him wielding scissors or a saw, but a saw isn't a very good weapon.
Yeah, or just a screwdriver or something. From his tinkering kit.
Right.
Yeah.
So we can make it. Give it as an ice pick, something like that.
Right.
So I put down the Grinch. So we have currently on the table of choices is Kevin McAllister and the Grinch.
Yep.
Which I feel like they would hate each other. Potentially. We'll talk more about that once everybody's out on the table.
feel like they could vibe because they both hate people.
That's why I think they wouldn't vibe though, because they hate each other. Like, why are you here?
Well, there might be like a respect. Like you hate people.
We know how Kevin
I also hate people.
But we also know how Kevin handles thieves.
Oh, that's true.
You could totally see Kevin smacking the Grinch in the head with a brick.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Adam, what's your pick?
All right, for my first character, I'm going with a character that is probably the biggest nerfed character ever in a sequel movie. I'm going with Bernard from the Santa Claus.
I knew that's who you were going to pick when you said that movie.
He is the biggest nerfed character ever. Rewatching the Santa Claus and actually super paying attention to it, like for the probably first time in a couple years, I was like, dude, this guy appears out of nowhere and leaves, and then in the second one, they can't get to Santa Claus. They have to ride a reindeer or a jetpack.
Yeah, and Bernard just travels there.
Well, that's because the magic was failing.
And disappears.
No, Santa Claus's magic was failing.
The magic is Santa Claus magic, but it's also the North Pole's magic.
Are you telling me that
it was all tied together? Because if you don't remember, the elves would cease to exist without Santa.
Yeah, I guess it's true. But still,
like they tell him
because before that,
I'm just saying.
They just nerfed him.
And how come it wasn't fixed after the movie?
Gotcha.
Santa Claus 3.
Do we ever? I don't think I've ever watched Santa Claus 3 all the way through.
You should.
So
you should. It's a movie. All right, how'd you build it?
Bernard is, even though I also noticed in the Santa Claus, the first one, Bernard has not that much screen time, but every scene he is in is awesome. Like his sarcasm, his dry wit is so good. So I chose him.
Bernard might have been my favorite character as a kid. Like I like that there is this guy that was standing up to Santa or Scott Calvin and being like, why don't you but then you see him develop as Scott Calvin develops. It's so good.
Right.
Anyway.
He's just like, stop whining, you're Santa Claus now.
And he also likes Neil's sweaters.
Right. So. Which I also like Neil's sweaters, but so it fits.
All right, how'd you build it?
I created Bernard. He is a Eladrin.
Oh,
elf.
Eladrin.
Eladrin. Elf. He is a wizard.
Interesting.
I gave him the is it evocation subclass? Because he's a rule person, like he's the guy in charge of all the other elves, I gave him a lot of like his spells. It's a lot of like charm person, hold person, a lot of, disguise self as he's, moving around the world. Gave him Misty Step and Knock, things like that, just to get into places, non-detection. And then also, of course, I gave him Winter attack spells like Ice Storm, Sleep Storm, and Ray of Frost, things like that. And his spellcasting focus is a Snow Globe.
Snow Globe. Yes, it is.
Good.
And yeah, I mean,
when you originally said wizard, I was a little like, why not like a artificer? And then you never really see him building things.
Right, he's in charge of everything. Yeah. So I I did use a little bit of help, with this from ChatGPT, and it actually gave me the wizard, because I was kind of thinking wizard, but then I was like, well, what's another good idea? And they did the wizard, and he's very almost like a teacher wizard, like he's making sure everybody's doing their job. He's a rule follower, so
and you almost
he's trying to keep everybody on track.
I don't feel like you could have picked, like I thought when you said wizard, I was like, doesn't sorcerer make more sense? I was like, no, it doesn't. Sorcerer requires a lot of charisma. He's not charismatic.
Yeah, he's not over. Yeah.
So I agree.
Yeah, so
I like the wizard choice. What were his stats?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Intelligence, he has a 20. Strength is an 8.
That's a high roll.
Well, there's also other things that he got.
Yeah, that's fine. That's just a good roll.
But would he actually have a 20 intelligence?
He's pretty smart. At least in the first one.
He's also,
like I said, he gets nerfed pretty hardcore in the second one.
He's very old.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of the second one. He made some choices in the second one that were like.
Well, he also trusted
nerfed in the second
Santa Claus more in the second one, because the whole time he's like, "This is a horrible idea."
It's true.
Like he's like, "We should not do this," and then Santa's like, "Oh, we're going to do it."
Yeah, because in the first one, he's kind of like the angsty. He's a little bit like an angsty teenager,
See, I got the grumpy manager vibe.
Grumpy manager, angsty teenager vibe.
Yeah.
Also,
but then in the second one, he's more of like a.
Huh?
Was like, can we add mourning and grieving in there? His buddy Santa just died.
Oh, yeah. I guess it's true. You never really think about it, but
he's got to take care of this other guy who just takes over his job. Probably a little bit upset.
Right, and then to finish out his stats, dexterity is a 12, wisdom is a 13, constitution is a 14, and charisma is a 12.
Beast.
He's got a +9 to Arcana, a +9 to History, +5 to Insight, +5 to Perception, +5 to Persuasion. Yeah, and he's pretty average on everything else. So
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's my.
You definitely went with the first Santa Claus, Bernard there.
Right. Yeah, second one would be a little different. Like I feel like second one would almost maybe be like a.
You can feel the tonal shift in the movies because of Bernard alone.
Right. He'd almost be like a bad bard in the second one.
Yeah.
Maybe not a bad bard, but not a great bard. Like
I hear it. I'm there with you.
So, yep, that's my first one. I really like that one. I really love every single. It's going to be really hard to choose, but
well, you don't get to necessarily choose.
Right, that's why it's a discussion. But I'll have my input.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it'll be like a 3-way vote.
Yeah.
All right, Andy,
Nothing
what's
like
your
a
next
good
one?
3-way vote.
I don't know if either one of you guys have thought of this. But I came up with might be a little bit of a weird one. Jack Skellington
Oh
from
no,
Nightmare Before Christmas.
he went that way. Oh no.
I will be honest. I've never watched this movie.
Really? I have.
Never watched it.
I have, and I can appreciate it.
Yeah, it's not my favorite. I barely consider it a Christmas movie.
I have a hard time.
I more
considering
associate it with
movie.
Halloween.
But
it is a Christmas movie.
It's both. It is in fact both, and it's beautiful that it does that. There's a lot of things that are beautiful. But yeah, I'm with you, Andy. I associate it more with Halloween. It fills me with Halloween vibes way more than it does Christmas joy. You know.
Yeah.
But anyway,
as I've said before, I don't do
he's a little
spooky,
spooky.
so that's why I haven't watched it.
A little spooky.
It's not that spooky.
I know it's not.
It's
but as
definitely
a kid,
not.
I thought it was too spooky, and I just have never watched it.
It's because it is too spooky for kids.
We also weren't allowed to
at least
watch
my
it.
kids. My kids can't handle it.
My oldest daughter, she wants to watch it. She's like, "Can we watch the spooky movie?" It's like, no, we're not watching a spooky movie right now.
Hope could handle it.
No, she does, but that doesn't mean I want to watch it all the time. Like, it's the other two kids that I'm like, I don't know if they'll be okay with it.
She's watched Shelob and Return of the King. She can handle it. That's terrifying.
Technically, all three of my kids have watched Shelob and Return of the King, but my kids are weird. Certain things will creep them out, but then other things won't, and it's just like that makes no sense.
So it's a genetic thing in your family with movies. Got it. Perfect. Wonderful.
Yeah. But he would be the race reborn. So I don't know exactly how reborn works. But he essentially is undead. And I wasn't 100% sure what class. I was thinking either a warlock, an archfey or undead patron, or a bard college of spirits.
I think the bard college of spirits is the way to go.
Yeah. I was leaning that way too.
Yeah. I think that would make most sense from what I know of the character.
Because like it's hard to pin down because you don't really see him do a lot of like. It's just mostly like charismatic stuff. Like,
well, he's
I'm talking Halloween Town. Yeah,
yeah. So, Halloween Town.
Yeah. So he's like, "Hey guys, this Christmas thing is pretty great. Why don't we do it?" Like, and they're all like, "Sure."
He convinces everybody in Halloween Town that they should do Christmas,
even though they don't understand what it is at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's my. Like I said, I haven't actually created any of these characters in D&D Beyond yet.
Would you give him mostly charisma? Like, what's your
charisma would be number one. I think my dump stat would be strength because you don't really see him do any physical things except for some acrobatic type of stuff.
Right. I feel like his dex would be high.
Next. Yeah, his dex would be high.
Yeah, so would you multi-class them into something?
I'd consider it.
Bard, multi-class into something else, though. I don't know what.
Maybe rogue, because he kind of sneaks around and steals. I mean, he kidnapped Santa, so he had to figure out how to do that.
There is some thievery there. I do like that.
It's funny.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Andrew? Yeah. I really liked I like these last two. I think the Grinch was a good obvious choice that I went with, but these last two I don't think people are gonna see coming. Oh, you should. My next choice was I'm gonna say here, my next choice is Buddy the Elf. from Elf.
I have a concept of
Yeah.
Buddy the Elf.
Talking with Raymond. It's funny. So I was listening to the pod from last week, and I said, I don't know if I've met anybody that doesn't like Elf. And you were like,
Raymond
mostly
doesn't like
people
Elf.
who don't like Raymond does not like Elf. So
Yeah, Raymond does not like Elf at all.
Raymond would absolutely hate it. But that's not his call. He's not here for this. So he just gets to control my fate and try to kill me immediately if we choose Buddy the Elf.
Well,
Anyway.
maybe he won't hate you because he just doesn't like Will Ferrell. So
I would do all the best Buddy the Elf impressions that I could. Anyway.
Love you, love you.
Buddy the Elf is he's a variant human, which I think makes the most sense.
Yeah.
He's got 2 levels in Artificer again, 2 levels in Fighter. I did give him the Tavern Brawler feat because of snowballs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that tracks.
I saw you like, wait, how is he a fighter? Snowballs. That's how.
Well, I was thinking if you gave him Tavern Brawler, the fight with the angry elf.
Oh, well, yeah, but he did not do well.
That wasn't really much of a fight or him just getting his butt kicked.
Yeah, that was it.
That's true.
And I gave him, but mostly he is he's 6 levels in Bard.
Okay.
With a, let's see, is from the College of Creation Bard. He's got high charisma. He's got a +5 charisma, 20 roll. +2 in dex, +2 in strength. And then a 0 in dexterity, +1 in constitution, and a 0 in intelligence, and a -2 in wisdom. I think it's a really good role for him. Of course, he's being that high of Bard. He's got Jack of all trades. His expertise is in performance. He's got a +13 to performance. +9 to persuasion. He's got, let's see, +2 in survival, which I actually think is funny because I don't think he would survive really well. But he's got proficiency.
I mean, he did make it from the North Pole to New York.
That's why I gave it there. +4 in sleight of hand. A +7 in intimidation, though I don't think he would ever use it. I think that's just because his high charisma. Proficient in insight, but it's only a +2. And expertise in Arcana, which would make sense in his world. Maybe not necessarily the D&D world, but like he really believes in the Christmas spirit and understanding that. So he definitely plays more like a support character than anybody else, than a fighter. I did give him, and I thought this was funny, some of the spells I chose for him. He does have, I did give him the cantrip Vicious Mockery, but I feel like it would happen on accident. Which tracks with the angry elf part.
Right.
The other humans
on a throne alive.
Yeah.
You smell like cheese.
You smell like cheese, you don't smell like Santa. I gave him animal friendship for the raccoon that he tried to befriend.
Oh man.
He's got locate object because he found his dad all the way in New York City, and I know that's not a person, but he's not high enough to do that one yet.
Right.
Yeah, but besides that, it's a lot of support to every other character, and that's how it should be played out. Let's see.
Nice.
Yeah, and once again, artificer, so he could make something out of toys. It would be toy related or syrup related, one of the two.
Or decorating.
Yeah, or decorating. Yeah,
He's a pretty
So-
awesome decorator.
yeah, this is pretty fantastic. I think it's pretty good standard approach there, or pretty good approach for a Buddy the Elf type of character.
Yeah. I like it.
All right, your turn to Adam.
All right, my second character might be a little controversial when it comes to Christmas movies. You know, we're supposed to come, have a few laughs, have a few drinks, you know, but it is John McClane from Die Hard.
I think this is the
Um,
best choice, honestly.
I guess it kind of depends on what other characters, like what characters get chosen, but I made him a human, obviously, a fighter, with I think it's the Battle Master. What's it called? Yeah, Battle Master.
Battle Master.
With some of the disarming attack, missing attack, ambush, sweeping attack, precision attack, trip attack, distracting strike, all those good things. I gave him the crossbow expert feat and he has a hand crossbow. Mainly because I really want to give him a handgun because handguns are kind of OP on D&D Beyond. They're like super powerful. He's got I feel like he's got because of his Battle Master subclass, he's got Indomitable, which I think is pretty accurate for Mr. John McClane.
He walks on glass.
Right?
Yeah.
And falls out of a building. Yeah.
It's all the right.
A lot of bad stuff happens to him. If you haven't seen Die Hard, you should. It's a great movie. Whether or not it's a Christmas movie or not, it's a fantastic movie. Might be my favorite action movie. It's definitely up there.
I think it's a Christmas movie. Here's the thing.
I don't have a strong opinion either way.
Bruce Willis disagreed. Bruce Willis once called out and said it's not a Christmas movie, it's a Bruce Willis movie. But then Bruce Willis's wife went on the record saying it's a Christmas movie. And if we all know anything, the wives
happy life.
So he's probably changed. He probably would have probably changed his tune after that at home. So
yeah, I gave him so for his stats he has a 19 dexterity, an 18 constitution, a 14 strength, a 13 intelligence, a 13 wisdom, and a 6 charisma. He has a +8 to acrobatics, +6 to athletics, +5 to insight, +5 to investigation, and +5 to survival.
I almost feel like the dexterity and the constitution need to be switched around. Almost. And I'm not. It's not a good art because he does sneak around a building, but I feel like he hurts himself and keeps going a lot more often.
Right, but their modifiers are still both +4.
Oh yeah. That's true.
So I don't know if it'd be really worth
not for a one shot.
Yeah, not for a one shot. And his saving throw is a +8. While his dex saving throw is a +4.
Yeah.
So
that makes more sense.
Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think is there anything else I gave him that's already went through that. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think it'd be Yeah, I think it'd be fun to play him. Yeah.
I think it's a good
I
choice. It's also the only real Marshall character that we have so far.
right. Yeah. So
Yeah,
it kind of depends on what the campaign ends up being. I mean, it may
Right.
not even do much fighting. Who knows? We have no idea what's going to happen.
I think it's a
But-
good choice. That's 6 in charisma though. That's a tough one. I think charisma is
Yeah,
the dump for that, but
Yeah, 100% is. It's just, like, I don't think it should be that low,
that's just an unfortunate
but
low roll.
he's just like in the movie he's so good at all the other things
I have a hard time wanting to
that
put
like been rolling because I rolled my
yeah.
stats. Like one was bad, so
I have
and he's
a, I,
wise. He's got good survival skills. He's intelligent.
I have
He's
a
not
hard
the
time
overly intelligent,
picturing him and my Grinch in the same room where my Grinch it has more charisma than he does.
but yeah.
I mean, doesn't John McClane's wife leave him?
But that was, I think, more his dedication to the job, probably, right?
I don't know. I don't remember that much.
Oh yeah.
I mean, who pays attention to the dynamic between him and his wife? No one.
I do.
We're
It's a good
all just paying
movie.
attention to him and Hans. Come on, let's
No,
be real.
that's not true.
I was tempted to make a Hans grouper and just add a villain into here, but I decided not to.
Yeah, there would have been a lot of good villain choices in those movies too, but
Yeah.
next year maybe do a Christmas villain one shot.
Maybe.
All right.
Andy, what's next? What's your next one? What's your third one?
All right. My next one, my last one, because it's getting late.
Yeah,
so
this is
probably
it.
only
This
gonna
is our
do-
last ones.
I only made 3, so
Only have 3 as well.
I've got a list of concept ideas. Next
your
one
top
is
one?
Yukon Cornelius from Rudolph the
Obviously.
Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted
I was
somebody to pick that one so
I
hard.
would have been surprised if you did not
I
do
was
this one, Andy.
Yeah, I was banking on you putting this one together.
So he would be a dwarf or a
Yes, he would.
Goliath. Probably
Yep.
a dwarf because of the whole mining aspect.
Right? But he's also giant.
You can
Like,
be a
he's
tall
big
dwarf.
guy. A mountain dwarf. They're a little taller.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
He'd be a barbarian, bear totem, or a hunter ranger.
Okay.
Specific, and because he does fight off the
The
abominable.
Bumble.
Yeah, the Bumble.
I feel like you got to give him some levels of fighter though.
Maybe.
He's got that gun.
That
But
he
he doesn't
never
use it.
uses in the entire show.
That's true. I guess you could just have it. Sure, I
It doesn't
he used
actually
it.
work. He just has it. He
I
uses it as a
swear he used
bludgeoning
it. No,
object.
when I was a kid-
shot a fish with it or something like that.
No, when I was
No,
a kid,
he
I was
doesn't
like,
use
why
it at
doesn't
all.
he shoot the Bumble or whatever with the gun? He's got it right there. Did he forget
No,
he had
he's
it?
gonna wahoo it off the cliff.
That's where the barbarian kind of comes into. That's something the barbarian would do.
Not an intelligent character.
I absolutely love it. You
But
should have a gun in your inventory.
He'd have a
never
pickaxe that he
use.
would carry around and hit things with. You know,
Maybe he
I
would
like it.
jolly rage.
Yeah, I could see that.
His Yahoo is when he jolly rages.
Yeah, every
how you
time he
know.
rages in it, you have to go wahoo.
Wahoo!
Yep.
and try to not make it sound like Mario.
Yeah, that's true. That's tricky.
Woo. What's different? It's a yahoo versus a wahoo. Steeper.
So would his
Gotta say it with your chest, Andy.
I'm imagining his high stat would be strength. But what would his dump
Probably.
stat be? Dexterity?
Wisdom.
No, I
Maybe
don't.
wisdom or
He's a
intelligence.
maybe I don't know. I don't think those are the dump stat.
Maybe dexterity.
Maybe like I say
Maybe.
Because,
it's
like,
I haven't thought that much out.
it's definitely not
'Cause, like,
charisma.
yeah, because he definitely pushes the Bumble off the cliff and then immediately falls off the cliff with it. If he had high dex, that wouldn't have happened.
That wouldn't have happened.
Or high wisdom, he never would have been in that situation to begin
Well,
with.
but the thing is, he then knocks all the Bumble's teeth out. So,
No, he doesn't.
oh no, it's the elf.
The elf
It's
pulls the
Hermie,
teeth.
right? That's his
Hermie
name.
Yeah.
pulls the teeth. Yeah.
You're right.
Because
Either
he
way, they
wants
work
to be a
together on that.
dentist.
So who? Yeah,
The Bumble
surprised
would
he didn't make
also be
Hermie,
a good
Andy.
villain.
yeah.
I thought about Hermie, but
No, that was the right choice. You made the right choice.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
All right,
Okay.
Andrew.
This one. I liked this choice a lot, but this one has to come with has to have an item, otherwise it doesn't work as well. I chose Ralphie Parker from A Christmas Story.
Oh, okay.
He is the protagonist of it. He is just a straight human boy, and he's a level 10 fighter. Oh no, just wait. He's a level
With his
10
BB
with
gun.
his Red Rider 200 shot carbon bolt action BB gun.
Nice.
Yeah, there is a homebrew item for it. This is one of
Nice.
my favorite ones. It's also the only one that I have that actually has any fight. He would be playing mostly he'd be played mostly as he acts in his dream where he's fighting old Bart.
Yeah.
He has way too much strength. I rolled fairly well for him. He's got way too much strength. He's got a +2 in strength. So 14 in strength, 16 in dexterity, 12 in constitution, a 9 in intelligence, a 13 in wisdom, and a 9 in charisma.
I think he should have a lower wisdom because he cussed in front of his dad. It was dumb.
This is after that. He's learned. He's had to learn.
This is the next Christmas.
This is the next Christmas. He has the BB gun.
Right, because he has the BB gun.
So he's proficient in acrobatics and athletics. He's proficient in intimidation and gets to roll with advantage for that. When I spend a grip point. Oh, because he's a fighter that is a sharpshooter. I forgot to mention that. The features and trades for him. Yeah, he's gunslinger archetype. He's a gunsmith with deadeye shot, piercing shot, bullying shot, and dazing shot. He's got all the grits, and he is proficient in perception. That's the only other thing. Also, so part of the stats with the Red Rider BB gun is like one of the key features to it is if I roll a 1, if I roll a 1 or a 20, it causes a ricochet shot. So if I roll a 1 or if I roll a 20, it can ricochet and cause damage on any other near creatures. But if I roll a 1, it hits myself and I shoot my own eye out and I go blind.
Nice.
So, and if that happens, it takes him out of the cowboy aspect of him, turns him into the little boy for a minute until his next turn he comes out of it.
That's
I shot my eye out. Maybe if I fake cry. So He's the simplest character, but I really like him. I thought it was fun. Anyway, that's my 3. What is
All
your
right.
last one, Adam?
For my last one, I have from Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I have S.D. Kluger.
Oh, interesting. I'm glad I did my homework. Otherwise, I have no
All the
clue who
people
you're
from that
talking about.
movie,
Right?
you're picking the mailman.
Who else is he
He's
gonna
not
pick?
just the mailman.
I feel like Santa's OP. You can't pick Santa.
Winter
Right?
Warlock.
Okay,
I
that's
actually was thinking about the Winter Warlock. Obviously, that'd be like a sorcerer with lots of ice magic.
Yeah.
But he's a bard. I feel like that's pretty obvious.
Okay.
A bard college of lore
Yeah.
Makes sense.
with the kind of like folk hero background, mainly because like everybody knows him. You know, he goes around. He's got that rustic hospitality, and let's see, what else did I give him? I got obviously he's got like the jack of all trades because of the bard. He's got expertise in nature and survival. He's got a defensive duelist.
I like that one. What would his weapons be?
So in my brain, it would be like a snow shovel.
Okay.
Or something. Because I think I'm trying to think. I think he carries something, but I don't know if it's like a cane or an umbrella. But in my brain, it would make sense that on his truck he has a snow shovel.
Okay.
That's kind of what I was thinking. He's got him like a lot of his spells are like support spells. Like he's got like animal friendship because you know he does like interact with the animals. Charm person. He has healing word. He's got. I thought giving him identify would make sense because you know he knows a lot. So he's got enthrall because he's telling stories a lot.
Yeah.
Aid, beacon of hope, hypnotic pattern, dimension door, animal messenger, things like that. Legend lore, he also has that one. And
Oh, that's a
scrying.
good one. What does
I give
Legend
him
Lord do?
scrying based off of, you know, my theory that he is Santa Claus's son. So he would be able to use a snowball to look into things, find things. But
I think he definitely knows who he is.
right, but like yeah, but anyway, I gave him so his stats are a 10 to strength, 13 to dexterity, a 13 to constitution, a 16 in intelligence, an 11 in wisdom, and 18 in charisma. And he's got a plus 11 to history, a plus 11 to nature, plus 12 to performance, plus 8 to animal handling, and a lot of pluses for a lot of things because jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades.
So,
It's got to be
so,
the most OP thing about bards.
Yeah,
Is a jack of all trades.
I love bards except for when it comes to combat. But anything else part of D&D, bards are the best. I love having a bard. Now, like spellcasting, they get some pretty awesome spells, but like early, especially early levels, because you get jack of all trades, I think at level 3.
Right.
So like early levels, bards are more useful outside of combat until they can get their more powerful spells, in my opinion. But anyway, yeah, that's my. I don't think there's anything else special I gave him, but yeah,
I think
made
that's good.
SD Kluger.
So now comes the time of our choices of figuring out who we should all be. Is SD Cougar? Is it Cougar or Kruger?
Kluger.
Say it again.
Cluger.
Oh, Kluger.
Kluger.
Is that like your favorite, or who would you pick?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I love all three of these.
Right.
I would love to play any of them.
So how would they?
To me, it almost depends on what happens with your guys's. Like
Right. Who would
what
mesh
we
well
pick
together
for-
is a good question.
Yeah. I think Andy needs to play Yukon. I don't think there's another option. I think Andy has to play Yukon.
Is it
I think
because I
that's
look
the
like
bold-
Yukon Cornelius? Is
I
that
think
why?
you could play. I think you could role play him the best.
Yeah. Like I don't like role playing Jack Skellington. I don't know if that would work out great for you. No offense.
He sings
He's
way too much.
very he's as you say, he's very much a theater kid. You are very much not a theater kid.
This is
You're
true.
more a Yukon Cornelius type.
Yeah.
I could
Kevin
see that.
McAllister, I mean, I like the idea of the character. I don't know. I don't know how well it'd mesh.
I think it's
They-
kind of like how we came to the decision of Leo Barros. We just want to see you play that one.
Right.
That's who we're thinking.
Yeah. What would your pick be, Andy?
I don't know.
Well, that sounds like then he's playing Yukon Cornelius. If he's...
Sounds like he's picking Yukon Cornelius.
All right, Andy, it's official.
Mark it.
Start writing up a character, Yukon Cornelius, and start
Okay.
working on your Wahoos.
You got to watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer now.
Right.
All
I'm
right.
gonna have to watch that movie with the kids this weekend.
Now, who would mesh with Yukon Cornelius the most out of your three, Andrew? I think would be Buddy the Elf.
I would have to
So-
agree, but I think he could. I think that's the trick of Yukon Cornelius, though. Is he could? We said it. I think we could almost do anybody with Yukon Cornelius. I think the trick is, how mad do we want to make Raymond? But we said it last week where like Buddy, the movie Elf is kind of like a Franken and Bass live
I know.
action version. So it almost works really well with that, especially if you did SD. But
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that's what we should do.
Right.
So maybe which of our characters? So he's got the fighter type. He's got the martial.
Right.
If I was Buddy, that would be the support.
Right.
And who would that leave you with? You could go with.
I mean,
you
probably
could go with Bernard.
to round out to have a balanced party, it'd probably be Bernard.
It'd be Bernard, but you'd have to be the grumpy one. Around two very.
I know. Normally, Andy's the grumpy one, so
I know.
What I'm good at.
You'd have to be the grumpy one.
yeah. I mean, I can do that. I mean, Bernard would be fun. It'd be fun to try and play him well.
Yeah.
But part of me is also like, if you were Buddy and then Andy was Yukon, how funny would it be to have John McClane just in there?
It'd be super random.
Oh,
It'd be kind of like Theodore Roosevelt with with your guys' characters. It's just like, what?
that's true. We'd be redoing it all over again.
So maybe not that, because then they'd be like us just copying what happened with
No,
our
because-
other one shots.
But John McClane is not the same character as Teddy Roosevelt.
That's true. Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
I don't. Yeah, it would
Happy
be-
trails, Hans.
I don't know.
I would
kinda
get to say a
your
lot of like
impression.
one-liners.
I like your impression of him. I don't know. It's a tough. What do you think, Andy? It's a tough call for me.
You gotta have an opinion, Andy. I know
I
you're
do have-
tired. What do you got?
Honestly, I think Bernard would probably be the best fit, but like you said, John McClane would be kind of funny. Not gonna lie. So that's like Bernard is a good character concept, but if I'm playing Yukon and Andrew's playing Buddy, we need either who did I say, Bernard or John McClane.
Mm-hmm. Oh, am I for sure playing Buddy then too? We didn't give that check of approval.
What do you think, Andy?
Is if we wanted to go different, like if I don't know, because I feel like
I don't know.
Ralphie
But I think-
Parker and John McClane is a little too weird.
Right. Well, I'm having trouble just picturing role playing as children, like for
Yeah.
like you and Andy. Like, what happens if you guys die? Like that'd be to me. That's
We'll just say he was the dream version of himself, and he just wakes up. But I don't hate the idea of John McClane, a real life version, the Grinch, which is all medians, and then Yukon as the claymation. Like they're different enough, but I do think it'd be funny to play as Buddy the Elf though, still too. So
it'd also just be funny to mess with Raymond
I
the
think it'd
whole
be funny.
time.
Right?
The whole time.
Are we check marking me as Buddy the Elf then?
What do you
I
think,
think we
Andy?
have to.
Okay, I'm Buddy the Elf.
All right.
Raymond's not gonna listen to this before the thing, is he?
Well, no,
I
but
don't
we're
know.
gonna have to tell him because he's setting it up.
Right. He's gonna know. He's not gonna know
He already
that it's
agreed. He already agreed. He's fine.
all right. Okay. Now Bernard or John McClane?
I want to do John McClane. I think that would be hilarious.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny.
All right.
What's,
John
what's his
McClane
main?
it is.
What's his main style for fighting?
Battlemaster
Yeah,
in archery or something. So that he gets the +2 to his shooting.
but he's got that superiority dice,
Yeah.
and you can tell. And you've got two characters that would listen,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and we all have ranged weapons.
Now, what would be hilarious if the one shot was Nakatomi Plaza, just with Buddy the Elf and Yukon randomly there for some reason.
That's an AI video waiting to happen.
That's a TikTok video.
Instead of John McClane throwing Hans Gruber out the window, it's Yukon Cornelius going, ah!
and pushing him out and then falling down himself.
Exactly.
The big explosion happens to the helicopter on the building, and it's Yukon going wahoo as he jumps out of the way.
Oh man, I was going to quote, but that's from the other guys. I was going to do the, oh look, he's flying.
Look, he's flying.
But that's not Buddy. That's
All right, I think
You're an
we have-
angry German.
You're an angry German, aren't you? He must be from the south part of the. He must be from East Berlin. Uh,
All right. Well, there you have it. We have our 3 characters for next week's one shot. We'll get this info to Raymond. It has me, Adam, playing John McClane, Andrew playing Buddy the Elf, and Andy playing Yukon Cornelius.
I'm really excited for this one shot.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I think it's going to be hilarious. So make sure you tune in next week for that episode. And yeah, just thank you guys for sticking with us through the episode. I know we kind of got sidetracked in the beginning and kind of talked for a long time about non-D&D Christmas characters. Still Christmas, but and also I want to say thank you to our followers. We've reached 12 followers on Spotify, and that just is really nice. Like, you know, it's nice to know that there are 12 people that want to listen to us talk every week. So
Now, if they
Leave
make
a like,
comments,
help us in the algorithms.
yeah, leave a follow, share, and rate us. Rating us would also help a lot. So, but
comment, let
again,
us
just
know
thank you
who
for.
would have picked.
Yep, and we have a Facebook page. Please follow us on Facebook and interact with us. We'd love to hear from you guys. Like I said, we really appreciate the 12 people here who are here consistently. Yeah, so we want to hear from you, you know, and let us know if you have any podcast topic ideas. We'd love to hear it. We'd love to hear what you guys want us to talk about. So, and then also follow us on Twitter or X. I will always probably say Twitter, but follow us on X. That way, when new episodes come out, it goes out on there first.
Mhm.
And yeah, and I hope that you guys have a Merry Christmas. And we will catch you next week.
Next week,
And we're out.
Merry Christmas.
Dinner's Deep, Christmas edition.